Welcome back to Vegan Live Fit. We're looking good, can save the earth. This is Corinne Sutton, and I'm here to talk about childhood obesity. The reason I want to talk about childhood obesity is because childhood obesity is an epidemic in America. It's huge. It's really, really, really huge. Just about, according to the CDC, Centers of Disease and Control, they said that about between the year of 2009 all the way to 2010, they saw that over 17% of children and teens were considered obese. So when children are obese, that means that they're above the average standards of health when it comes to weight and also body fat. So we're looking at probably children at maybe like 13 years old, from a teenager, maybe from 7 years old. I mean, these little kids are like 27% body fat. You know, like 27% of their body is all fat. So this is really bad, because when they're holding all this fat, all this excess fat on the body, you're looking at a lot of different types of diseases, like heart disease, cancers, you know, and a whole bunch of other harmful illnesses, you know, that's very bad for the body. You know, diabetes, you know, type 1, type 2, you know, stuff like that. So this is a really bad situation that's happening. And what causes all these diseases and what causes children to get to obesity and get that heavy is all the fast foods, all the junk food, all the processed foods, you know, and especially like all the animal products, you know, foods that's high in saturated fats, like beef, pork, you know, high in cholesterol, you know, a lot of dairy products, you know, all these things make the children get really heavy. And then on top of that, if we look at our school systems, here in Florida, about 50%, 57% actually, 57% of Florida schools, their children do not participate in any type of health education or physical fitness educational programs, you know? So with that said, you know, children aren't even getting the activity that they need to actually be moving around or learning how to consume healthy food products. And then inside the schools, you also have like a bunch of vending machines. Let's put that on top of that. So when it comes to the junk food, they have options of like high sugary drinks like Gatorade, you know those power sport drinks. You have sodas, you know, and then you also have a bunch of junk food like potato chips and candies. Yeah, so children are just buying that, and all that stuff's bad. You know, it's really bad for children. So they're not getting the activity, they're not getting the health education, and they're not getting the best food options available. So with all that combined together, you know, and then who knows what the children are also getting at home, because statistics, 80% of all Americans are considered overweight or obese. So that means that if they're already overweight and obese, that means their nutrition isn't that great either, you know? So if you're a parent and an adult and your body weight and you're not holding a great body weight, it's not just one reason, lack of exercise. It's also about nutrition. Because when we look at exercise the average person only works out between 30 to 45 minutes, minimum three times a week, you know? That's it. You don't really need that much activity. When it comes to eating, 80% of you getting to your goals and staying at a healthy weight and standards for your body plays about 80%. So with that said, you know, it's all about the foods you actually consume. So definitely, if you're doing the same thing over and over, eating the processed foods, eating all the meats, eating all the dairies, and you're still not happy with your body, you're not happy of how you look, you're not happy of how you feel, you know, physically and maybe emotionally, you know, and you've been doing the same thing no matter what, you know, going to the gym, working out, you lose a little bit of weight, and then you're just stuck, and then you're still working out, still not losing weight, and things like that. If you see that you're eating everything that you're eating, you're reducing all the bad foods, and you're still consuming meat, and you're still not happy, maybe, just maybe, going towards a plant-based diet might be right. You know, because I tell you the truth, when I was consuming animals, I was considered overweight. You know, I was somewhere between 17 to 19% body fat, you know, and I was weighing at 220 pounds, you know what I'm saying? And that was considered overweight. And I didn't feel good. I was tired all the time. You know, every time I had food, I had low energy. So once I reduced the meat, you know, once I started reducing the meat, the more I reduced, the more energy I received. And the first thing I did was went pescatarian, you know. And once I went pescatarian is that you only consume fish. So I did that just for a couple months, so I can learn how to be able to be healthy and efficient on a plant-based diet. So once I did that, I got so much energy, I dropped so much body fat, you know, and I had abs and everything. So by then, the time I felt really good, I was already vegan. And because I already dropped the seafood like that too, and next thing you know, I'm vegan, and I felt amazing ever since, you know. So there you have it. When it comes to you know, child obesity, the way we can reverse like the diseases, the cancers, all these illnesses that's happening, you know, is definitely just consuming more plants, you know. And here's one thing I want to tell you, just this quick story, because another point I always wanted to add is don't believe what you see on TV. I live in Florida, and here's the funny thing. I live in Florida, and I see commercials about, you know, the Miami beaches. You know, we have Miami Beach, so you have the beaches with all the beautiful people walking on the beach. You know, you have, you know, the clubs, the bars, you know, like everything's so beautiful in Miami and stuff. Yo, I see it in commercials and movies and things, and it's like, when I see those commercials, I'm like, I don't see that. Like, I'm like, I definitely don't see that. I see exactly what the statistics shows. You know, people that's unhealthy. You know, too many. It's too many people that's unhealthy. So we need to definitely change that image. You know, that television showing like false images of what's really going on in America. There's too many people that's overweight. You know, so we have to reverse this. Try to consume more plants. Look at my website, veganlivefitcoach.com. You know, there's meal plans on there. There's workout plans that can help you out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Also check out bodyhdfitness.com. I do personalized meal plans and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. So with that said, we can definitely reverse everything, but be vegan, live life, fit forever. Peace out.